Hey knitters, it's Monday, and I think you'll be glad to know that I'm continuing the bad hair day hat tradition from last week. So as you all know, Saturday was Halloween, and I basically had the best Halloween ever. Last year I had a really sucky Halloween, and I was really disappointed, but this year I had an awesome Halloween. I just had a couple of friends over, and we all dressed up and went trick-or-treating, and it was amazing. And here's a picture of all of us in our costumes here. Yes, I am the obnoxiously green one. I'm supposed to be Gala from the new Star Trek movie, or just a General Orion, because every time I tell someone that I'm Gala, they're like, oh, you could just run around in your underwear then because she's such a slut. So I'm like, alright, I'm just an Orion. Put it in general terms there. But that's what the whole red hair thing was for, and it was really fun. I still have like green paint on me in some places. It's a little ridiculous, but it was a good time. I went trick-or-treating, and basically a lot of people were like, aren't you too old for this? Ooh, big kids, and they were all jerks about it. But we still got their candy, so it doesn't matter. Also, here's a picture of my jack-o'-lantern. It's supposed to look like this, but it kind of just looks like a scary clown. I tried. Nerdy pumpkin fail. Danny, I'm sorry you weren't feeling very good last week. You're a little down, I could tell. Obviously, because you said it. And, yeah. But you asked me what I do to cheer myself up when I'm down. Sometimes I will take a nap. I don't take a nap very often. That's when I'm, like, super down or, like, super sick. And I'll drink tea, which I think you said in your comments that you do, which is good. Tea fixes everything, basically. I will knit, or I will eat food, which is not a good habit, but it's the truth. Sometimes I'll read Harry Potter or something similar that, like, cheers me up, or something that's familiar, you know, that just makes you feel good, and other times I'll watch, like, a favorite movie or something. Sometimes you just have to have a good cry when you feel sucky. So sometimes I do that too. But yeah, I hope you're feeling better by tomorrow, because Sad Danny is sad day for everyone. Kayla, last week in your video you were showing off your Wreck This journal, and I have one too. Oh, actually it wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago when I failed to watch everyone's videos. But I wanted to talk about this anyway. I love my Wreck This journal. I got it like 2 years ago. It was like 2 spring breaks ago. It wasn't last spring break, but the one before. And it was like the first time I'd been to Urban Outfitters, and I was like, ooh, hipster stuff, and I bought it, and it was cool. I haven't done it much lately, but this is my favorite page. It says sew it, and I tried to sew a little bird, but it doesn't have any wings because I ran out of thread. But I'm pretty freaking proud of this page. Also the one where it says to pick it up without using your hands. I picked it up using my feet and elbows, like at school orientation, like last summer, and it was like the biggest accomplishment of my life, basically. So, Wreck This journal for the win. I thought your Mrs. Weasley costume was awesome, and when you posted that thing on Tumblr about being Mrs. Weasley, I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. But it was awesome. Like, I could not crochet anything that fast. It kind of blew my mind a little that you did that. And you didn't even have a sleeve done. You hadn't even started it, like, on Wednesday. That's crazy to me, but I think it's awesome. Good work. I liked your mispronunciation problem about infinitus. And I think I've talked about this before, that I can, like, say infinitus, but infinitus isn't right, I don't think. I think it's pronounced infinitus, which kind of makes me want to say it with a British accent. Infinitus, like, I don't know. I like infinitus better myself. Yeah, I talked about this in a video one time because it's like infinity, but I guess like finite incantatem, like the spell in Harry Potter, I guess infinitus makes sense, but it just sounds pretentious. I don't know. But I'm going to keep calling it infinitus, and you can call it whatever you said. I don't even remember, but it was funny. Also, regarding Party in the USA, ever since you and Cameron formerly kind of the knitters, linked that ASL video of Party in the USA. I've had that stuck in my head nonstop because I thought the ASL thing was the coolest ever. Like, that guy, he really gets into it. Like, he's really entertaining. I watched it like 12 times. I kid you not. I was just like, play, play, play. I watched it over and over again. I thought it was the best thing ever. So now I have like this guilty pleasure thing going on with Party in the USA, and I don't even know. And basically I'm blaming you. Michael, you're awesome, and I hope that your show went awesomely. Your makeup was awesome, so I'm sure that it did. That line of reasoning worked in my head, but it didn't really work out loud. Also, I'm glad you have Tumblr. Mira, you have the same phone as my friend Paige, which is awesome. I saw it and I was like, whoa, my IRL life and my internet life went, and it was weird. I'm weird. Woo! NaNoWriMo! Good luck! Hope you have, like, 3,000 words done by now. Gosh, that's so crazy. I wish that I was cool enough to do NaNoWriMo, and someday I will. Like, I promise myself I will, but, like, right now it's not even happening. But go! Go! Write like there's no tomorrow! Good luck! I also bought the DFTBA Records and Nerdfighter like shirt, and I think it's like the best thing ever. And I haven't worn it in a video yet, which makes me a little upset. But it's hanging in my closet right now. So, yay, Nerdfighter like! I wear it places and people are like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's a thing. It's hard to explain to people, you know, especially people you don't really know who would be like, alright, so you're an internet freak. That's cool. You know? Also, I thought your Purim. I always thought it was pronounced Purim, but I guess that is not right. So, Purim. I thought your Purim costumes were awesome. I especially loved the iPod. And your punk thing was cool with the crocheted, I think, sweater. And thumbs up for awesome costumes. Ah, Hank Pumpkin! That was the best thing ever. You rock my face, Mira. And also, I'm really, really excited that you're watching Lost, because Lost is my favorite show ever. Don't tell anyone, it's kind of a secret, except not really. But Lost it's awesome. This season is the last season, which makes me a little sad, but I also want to know what the crap is going on, so I'm not that sad. I want it to start now. My question is about homework, because I have my calculus homework sitting in front of me. Blah. But my question is, what's your least favorite homework / classwork / whatever? What's your least favorite class to participate in? Mine is psychology, because I have a horrible teacher. But, you know, I enjoy psychology. I think it's interesting. And I actually don't mind doing calculus homework that much, as weird as it sounds. Like, when I get it, it's awesome, and I'm like, yes, I rock, I get calculus. But when you don't get it, it kind of sucks. But calculus is not that bad, but I just don't like doing psychology. So, what's yours? 2. That's Danny. I think you talked about that in your last video, but I can't remember what you said. So you can say it again! Hooray! And Kayla, you're so smart for thinking of the whole idea and getting everyone together for it. One last comment before I go. Zombie video for the win. Oh my gosh. I was watching that and I basically almost teared up, not because I was afraid of the yarn zombie apocalypse, but because I think the knitters are so awesome. I hurt you guys. You're all so talented and wonderful, and like, I was watching my clip and I was like, you're an idiot. Get off the thing. Let those other people do stuff. Like, Maira was so funny, and Michael was hilarious with his little nerdy voice, and not like nerdy like us, like, you know what I mean. You get it. And it was basically awesome. So, I hurt you guys. I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see Danny tomorrow. Bye, 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 bye. And this is what I knit this week. I kind of forgot to talk about it, so I'm throwing this in.